Today we're going to talk about observing our hives through the winter months. Whenever we get some nice weather like we're having here in Calgary right now, we're coming up to some 8-9 degree days in January here, and it gets us really wanting to come in and take a peek at what is happening in our hives. More times than not, going in, cracking open those propolis seals, peeking inside our hive to see what's going on can often just be more detrimental than beneficial. So we're going to talk today a little bit about how we can observe our colonies in the winter through some of these nicer days without causing any harm to them. See if we think our bees are still alive, if they maybe have enough food stores. So there's a couple of things that you are going to want to observe when you come out to your hives. So we're here at Worker and Hive in our teaching apiary. When we come into this space and we want to observe how our hives are doing, the first thing that we're going to be taking note of is we're going to be looking around in the snow in front of our hives. You can see some of that here. You can see quite a bit of it in front of these hives here, where you're seeing that there are dead bees out, and those dead bees are kind of sprinkled out through the snow. So this is indicating that our bees are still active inside the hive, and those that are going to die, it's inevitable through the winter that you'll always get some bees dying, that they're still able to come out, and the workers that are inside the hive are still able to do some cleaning. So here, almost every hive, we are seeing some dead bees outside, as well as some dead bees on the landing board. So we are going to be observing this hive today and looking around in the snow. The snow helps us determine, is there bee action or has there been bee action in this area during the nice weather? So what this is telling us here is that yes, most of these hives have some bees that during a nice warm 8 or 9 degree day have been out flying. So that's always a really great sign for us. The next thing we're going to do is on this hive, we're going to check there at the entrance. So when we look down at the entrance of this hive, we're going to see that there is quite a bit of buildup as well as some ice. So we're seeing some ice in the entrance, and I'm going to clear that away. If we look really closely in here, this is a great sign for this hive. We're actually seeing the bees here right, unfortunately, at this woodpecker entrance, which we're going to have to repair here today during this nice weather. But what I'm going to want to do, they want to come out for a little cleansing flight, but it looks here like their entrance is blocked. So you would want to bring out a hive tool with you. I didn't bring that today, but if you had a hive tool, you would scrape away those dead bees and those chunks of ice and open up that entrance a little bit so they're able to come out on cleansing flights if they wish. So we are seeing they found a way through this woodpecker hole here that they are coming, and they are pulling out some dead bees. You can see this one here. She's got a dead bee here that she pulled out through that hole. This is a really good sign that this hive is still strong enough to perform those cleaning duties and to be removing the dead bees and not letting them build up on the bottom board. So when we're seeing them being pulled out, that's really a positive thing. The next thing that we are often thinking about in the winter is, do my bees have enough food? So of course you can open it up, you can check inside. I don't like to do that unless I feel that there is some reason that's going to bring more benefit than harm to that colony from opening it up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the weight of this hive. So when I've come out to this hive, I'm checking the area, I'm checking the entrance, and then I'm going to observe, do I think this colony has enough food until we get closer to spring? The best way to do that is I'm going to just grab from the bottom board and I'm going to give this colony a little lift. Okay, this is really very heavy. I would say we're still close to about 90 pounds on this hive. If I came out here and I was giving it that little weight test and it was very, very light, I could lift it without much effort, that's when you would see more benefit in opening it up, giving them some fondant very quickly, and then closing it. At this point, this hive gives me no reason to check it further. They're cleaning out dead bees. They've got lots of food stores. I can go back and feel really good that this colony is still quite strong through the winter months.